Okay, so here we go, the Fermi paradox, which says if there are infinite number of planets in the universe, and if some of this infinite number of planets want to go and inhabit other planets similar to us, we went to moon, we want to go to Venus, right? So, and it means there is infinite number of planets which want to go inhabit the other planets. Okay, you mean civilization living on those planets? Obviously, there's lots of planets which do not have civilizations. But again, there is infinite number of planets, and there is also infinite number of planets which do have civilization, and there is infinite number of planets which do have civilization and want to go inhabit other planets, right? And there's obviously infinite number of planets which want to go and can, like this planet has a civilization, right? But they either don't want or they cannot go inhabit other planets. This one can, but it went only this far, right? This one can and wanted to go inhabit, but this is how far they came, this civilization, and this civilization could go this far, right? And we are here on the earth, and then we have this infinite number, not ending number, because the universe is not ending. And then the paradox is saying is if there is a not ending number of those planets, one will come this, the other one come this, the other one will travel this far. But if there is infinite number, then should be lots of, then this, let's say after 10 this becomes this, after 1 billion or billion, this distance will be much more, and eventually no matter how far is the earth, there will be one, two, and infinite number of planets which will come and reach the earth, okay, and all the other planets too, because again there is infinite number of planets. So if this is the case, then where are the aliens? That's the Fermi paradox. I don't want to go into details that Fermi didn't say that, so right now, but it seems a paradox. The universe is infinite. We are the only known civilization known to us, and we do want to go inhabit other planets, right? We could go as far as to the moon, yet, I mean, the human could put feet on the moon. And then we want to go to Venus, and then there should be infinite number of people like us, and then it means the planets should be visited. So how come our planet hasn't been visited? And this seems a paradox. Okay, so first of all, I want to assume the planet hasn't been visited because we don't even know if it has been visited by aliens or not. It's a pretty controversial issue, but let's say it has not been visited, and I am arguing that based on this infinite theory, why, if our planet hasn't been visited by aliens, why is not a paradox at all. Okay, so let's go discuss, because the whole premise of the Fermi paradox is infinite. There's infinite planets. The universe is infinite. It's hugely large. There should be infinite number, and there should be infinite number of civilization coming to our Earth. If that's the case, then I mean, how come there is not infinite um, aliens in these planets? How come we don't even exist? I mean, that can lead into that too, right? So so let me go to like bring an example of infinite. What infinite means? Okay. So in, let's say, this geometric figure, right? and they here on this axis, let's say we have this line, right? And then we put a little bit on the angle, right? It's a straight line from here to here is straight line. Then here we put on the angle. Then we put a little bit more angle. Then we put a little bit more angle. And then we put a little bit more angle. Is this a curve? No, it's not. This is a combination of straight lines, right? But if we make these straight lines infinitely small, meaning they go infinitely small, this will become a curve. Okay, so we make this a little bit infinite, right? I mean, not infinite. We make this as small as possible, because if you even make half of this and then half of that, you gotta go um, towards to as small as possible these straight lines so that it will become a curve. Because if it's a curve, right, if this is curve is a part of circle, right, there is no on this circle, so there is no straight line. Why? Because the lines are shrinked into infinity. These are dots connected to each other, right? And there is no line. So the way we do the curves, we make the straight lines infinitely small so that it becomes dot. So that's one of the concepts of infinity. Okay. Let's go look another concept of infinity. Let's say there is a infinity which we are talking about um, numbers between 1 to 2. So there is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, whatever, and then 0, 0, 0, 1 to 1, then 1.041. So there is infinite numbers between number 1 and 2, right? But also, we want to say the infinitely large number. How come? How big is the infinitely large number? So it's a, let's say, infinitely large number. I mean, it's going to be different infinity. This is the infinitely large number. So you got to go and type it. It will go. I mean, you have to type this number, and then you have to keep on typing the time. Even if the time will end, even if you type until the end of universe, billions of the years, you can describe. So that's the infinitely large number. So this infinity is different infinity than the infinite numbers between 1 to 2, the decimal points. Okay. Similarly, the infinite number of civilizations, which will obviously go ahead and not go this far, but go very far, infinitely large distance, and then invade or travel or visit infinitely large number of planets similar to Earth. In this case is in straight comparison into the distance of overall universe. Make sense? Yes, there are infinite planets which will have infinitely large number of civilization which are able and willing to visit other planets, and they will make those trips, they will visit this infinite number of planets. But at the same side, we are dealing with other type of infinity, which is the infinite distance of the universe, right? So they have to travel. So they have to travel the distance, right? So if they have to travel the distance and other stuff, so that's infinite too. So why are we getting focused about infinite number, and we are not getting focused? There is infinite variable which are in opposition to that tendency of this infinite number of planets sending their um, you know travelers to other planets or other stars or other parts of galaxy. So in this case we do have a different infinity. So this infinity, this type of infinity, is not equal to this infinity, and this infinity obviously or probably it can or will outpace the other infinity, or not allow this other infinity to do its part. And the same way, there is other type of infinity which will deal with the other infinity, and then there are different type of infinities, and you cannot say that one type of infinity is going to overcome the other one. Yes, there's infinite number of civilizations in the universe, right? Which are able and are going and occupying other planets, but at the same time, universe distance is infinite too. Okay, so if we are saying this infinite number of planet can be in infinite distance, but that distance itself is already infinite. It has to cover that infinite distance to come to us. Okay, so that itself. So in this case, what we are having is number of civilization expanding. Infinity is not equal distance to cover in this expansion. Or maybe, I mean, it's not going to be equal. This is completely different type of infinities. Also, number of civilizations expanding is not equal to infinite other obstacles which left infinity may not overcome. So that's my take on Fermi's paradox, which was like really like exciting. It was pretty interesting for me. And then the main premise was the infinite, but we are dealing with bunch of other infinites. And we cannot say one type of infinity has to overcome the other one. And there is no paradox in case we hasn't been visited by aliens. I'm not saying we haven't been, I'm just telling in case we haven't been visited by aliens, uh, there should not be any paradox. And Fermi didn't say that. Okay, Fermi said, "Oh, if you guys are saying there's infinite number of civilizations out there, and then if we want to go visit, and there should be infinite number of civilizations who will go ahead and visit other planets, then where are the aliens?" He didn't say this is paradox. He said if you claim, then where are the aliens? Okay, so this is it for now.